L is for the way you look at me. What's going on, Dungeon Dwellers? Welcome back to Dave's Dungeon. I am, as always, the one, the only, Dungeon Master Dave, bringing you another episode of Spooktober 2023. Today, we are bringing you the movie Fresh from Searchlight and Legendary Studios. I believe this is a 2013-2014 film from director and writer Mimi Cave. This is one I didn't hear a lot about, but it was mostly on Hulu. Which I gotta say, I've seen a lot of things come through a lot of these streaming platforms, for lack of a better term. You know, I've seen Shudder put out originals, I've seen Netflix put out originals, Hulu, Amazon. You know, I counted it. There was something like 3,600, 800 options. It was like 3,800 options, and there still was only like 4 things on Netflix. And once you watched like The Haunting of Hill House, like was one of them. Once you watched that, it was done. Like, now we're back to having no content on Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. But with things like Hulu, Amazon, Shudder, and other things, I'm not having those problems. I keep coming back. There keeps being new things to check out and see, and it makes me happy every time. So I'm perpetually locked in a state of, why do I have Netflix? But that's not why we're here. We're here today to talk about Fresh. So without any further gilding and without me getting distracted and off in it, let's get into the body count. We have one hot, ooh, yes, no, left, right swiping scene. Because everybody, I think, at this point has experienced a dating app. One suddenly crab. Because I think she would have rather dated what was in the tank. One, my name's Chad, and I love hot sauce, even though it gives me the bombs. Wow, you sound like a lot. You sound like a lot even for me. And I watch two or more horror movies a day. One, misogyny incoming, which, by the way, I need to put up a red flag counter, and that red flag counter needs to already have like 4 red flags on it. And by the way, we're gonna put like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna put another 22 red flags up, just preemptively. One, Freud was right, and everybody has an Oedipus complex. Yeah, Freud was very right. When even the waitress saw you drowning, Chad. Yeah, it was that bad. You really, really shouldn't be amongst people. You need to learn to socialize socially first, not romantically. When he took the leftovers after she paid, oh, hell no. Like, what's wrong with you gentlemen? What? We can do better than this. One awkward, polite attempt to make out after an awful date. One customary, well, fuck you then, bitch, because of course we're going to go there. One, does she speak any English? Oh, fuck. One, fuck you and that ugly ass scarf bitch. Red flags. I don't have a whistle, or I'd, wave it around. I wave around red flag and blow whistle. Foul on the play. 15 yards to goal line. First down. 1, fuck the beast. I am the beast. Just one gratuitous doggo creeper combo, because nothing says I'm creepy like having a cute dog and thinking it gets you somewhere. Yeah. And I gotta say this, the sort of infinite chewing that you zoom into to get to the sort of title card. Oh, if any of you have, like, I think it's called mastophobia, or misophonia. I'm not sure what it's called anymore, but any of y'all with a chewing phobia, this is not your movie. You may want to go away. 1 dick pic, a la carte. 1, is this fresh? Grocery store shot, because you're not safe anywhere. 1, awkward grocery store flirting with the cotton candy grapes, because there were worse things he could have chosen. 1, he's cute and we're 5 and we're flirting. Let me waggle back and forth and giggle. 1, he texted, but I'm playing it cool. I'm cool. 1, he's Steve, she's Noah. She's from the East Coast, he's from Texas. Which, never bought that. And for those of you who know anything about Texas and know that I'm from the South, that never really made sense. 1, set of dead parents, and cheers to that. You know, not having to deal with the parents anymore. He didn't seem too tore up about it. 1, I'm not allowed to talk about it scene. Not allowed to talk scene. Ripping off of the clothes because you're really done with waiting. 1, girl, get that D scene. Because, score. Score. Whoa. 1, set of goofy white people dancing montage, because if it's not singing and if it's not eating, it's dancing. I don't know what it is about the modern sensibilities, but we're just about as wild and party crazed as we've always been. If we're not eating, smoking, or doing the vertical tango, we're doing the horizontal one. 1, let's go away together. Dignitized day trip. Because the best friend has this on lock, and she knows. She's seen this before. 1, going to Steve's house up in the pretty scenic hills. I mean, it sounded nice, but at the same time, it didn't really give me a sense that anything was going wrong yet. 1, this tastes weird. 33-minute title card, which was very odd. Like, I didn't know how we had to wait this long to get to the title card. This is kind of a little crazy. 1, oh, she's not dead. Wonder why. 1, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna eat you. And this we'll talk about in the gory details. It's more of that. What did he want out of her? 1, meet Penny, the other girl. Meet Melissa, the other crazier girl. Meet Sebastian Stan, our villain doing a risky business, just full dance with a leg. And I mean, it's played to Rock of Ages, so it's like they were setting up him playing Tommy, and it's just this perfect moment of like Sebastian Stan is just having fun being Sebastian Stan almost. One, are you going to be good? Yes, Daddy. What? Yes, Daddy. One, bad girl. Punishment. I'm taking your ass. What? No! Not what I said on. Don't do that. No. He steals the badonkadonk. One, Noah, how's your ass? Still gone? Aww. Oh, it is brutal. It's a brutal moment. And in a relationship, it's one of those of like, oh, when I get my hands on you. Oh, after what you're putting me through here, you just wait. We're over here eating people. You wait till I get my hands on can eat someone powers. I'm going to start with your ass first. One, down goes Molly into bite-sized little pieces. Oh. One, GPS tracker not where it's supposed to be, because girl starts to look up on her friend because it's suspicious. One, good teamwork today. Oh shit, you ate your wife's leg? Yeah, because the dinner provided tonight was from a wife. One, extended carving scene with oversized knife because she's into it and so is he. One, wide selection of delicacies because you know, when you get somebody who's into what you're into, you start to get zealous about it and want them to try out all the little things. One, becoming one with someone else forever, understanding the motive. One, and now a taste of hope. Because this meal is provided by hope. And it's like, I had hope. I hope had, how do I even say this? It's like, I hope had a good life. No, it's like, how would you even say that? That breaks you. It's like, I hope had a good life. No, you can't even. I'm eating hope. One, imaginary friend, Sean Connery. One, box of women. I thought they were supposed to be in folders. No, they're in boxes in this one. One, you saved the breast to last. Saving the best morsels for the best bits. And I mean, if you can't tell, this movie is having fun with itself. It's not trying to be too serious. It's completely taking itself just serious enough. When I can fix him, he only ate my butt. Dance. Which, what girl doesn't want that? One, effeminated with the taste. Uh-oh, you let her get a taste for meat. Blowjob foo. Just, yeah. You shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. One, I'm gonna cut your heart out now. Because, I mean, what's she got left to lose? You already cut her ass off. won everything but the kitchen sink fight. It's a 3-on-1 battle of the dog, eat or be eaten variety. One Molly for the long drive. Cause yeah, man, some people come in MVP in this. One good guy friendship shows up to be bumfucking nowhere, but like all men in this sort of production, do not trust. Do not trust. He fails. When we've seen this movie before, nope, protocol initiates. I'm out. Leave. One shovel foo, because, you know, if you're not going to be part of the movement, the least thing you could do is not stand in the way. One bitches like you or the fucking prom quote. Click. One he's married. Was. One I fucking love you, Molly, because your best friend always shows up for you. And finally, one last you up from Chad. Because who wants to deal with another man after this? Dave says this one is 5 skulls, a must-see, and a notable, fun, and just amazing horror film for Devil's Night. And, you know, quite the date night movie too, if you guys want to pull your loved one close and watch this one. Dave says MVPs go to Sebastian Stan as our main guy. Why is his name escaping me right now? She was Noah. He was Steve. Oh, that's why, because it's the General Steve. Oh God. I have a policy. You're Steve until I can get to know you. So yeah, he was General Steve. Jojo T. Gibbs as Noah. Daisy Edgar Jones as Molly. Andrea Bang and Deo Okeniyi as the other two in the house. For the 3-on-1. Special shout outs to them. I believe their names were, because it's slipping me, Melissa and Penny. Yeah, those were the other two. So yeah, I really gotta say, this is such a charming movie. It's such a fun time. It gets into social issues. It gets into the sort of, it gets into the things that get in between us a lot of the times. It gets into the sorts of dynamics we have with one another. It gets into how you don't know who you're dealing with can be scary. It gets into so much of what everybody's worried about today. And it's such a refreshing horror film. It's like the Scream of the 2020s. I really do think that. So, if you haven't seen this, go see it. No spoilers. But I really gotta say, this is one that I think, well, we'll save that for the gory details. For the gory details. So thank you guys so much for watching it. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe so you get all the fun stuff. We've only got one more video coming up here for the end of Spooktober, and then we'll have our goodbye video pretty much the same day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have really appreciated all the 30 days that we've put in, because this is it. This is the actual 30th day. We did it. Woo! If you've been watching with me right now, you pat yourself on the back. You watched 30 days of me. I take me in small doses, you understand? I hope you are taking me in small doses as much as you can stand. But thank you guys so much for joining me. It really means a lot. You guys have blown the videos up this time, and I've been sitting over here this whole time trying not to get choked up. I've still even got one more of these to do, and I'm already starting to get there. So run off if you need to see this. I've given you long enough. What do I want to talk about? Communication, setting your goals. I feel like, why is it always that in a horror film they have these setups to where once the killer and the victim get into, I don't want to say cahoots together, but they end up in cahoots together for a while, and it's like, why do they have better relationships after that? Why is it we have to do the damage to each other first? And why is that the first metaphor that we always come to? Oh, is that what real life's like? Why do we have to run into each other's broken glass and kitchen knives first? Oh, because that's usually what we greet each other with. And it's the sort of who has shared goals and who can you count on in the end. I mean, Steve's not wrong. And that's another one of the things I wanted to talk about is Steve wrong? Is Steve the utter bastard? Well, yes, he moves like a Predator does, and you can't fault him for just being this sort of predator, but do you really want to fault Steve? Are you really mad at Steve for being this Jack the Ripper style guy out in the world who eats people? Or are you more mad at all the men who are acting like Steve, who just want to manipulate and abuse? Because Steve's philosophy is just kill or be killed, and I'm just doing what a predator does. I get you where I need to, and I eat just like a wolf does. You do the same thing to me, and they do. I mean, straight up, just done. I mean, I'm not saying Steve's right. I'm not saying the girls are wrong. I am saying it's what we live through nowadays, because who does think about the murder it takes to put the meal on your table? It's an uncomfortable look. I get it. Nobody wants to think about what died to feed you today. It's a hard look. That's one of the things that makes this film so great, is that this plays directly into it, and it only takes it to one step further. It's like, well, of course we would be the best seasoned thing to eat. We've only eaten the best seasoned things in existence. We're only saffron and truffle infused and hot sauce enriched and salted and oiled correctly to the point of almost dying. Are you kidding me? We're basically foie gras. Whatever else eats us, in the end, is gonna have a good meal. And the only problem is we're basically bacon rice to whatever eats us. Gonna have to eat like 1,000 of us to get full. And then that's only going to be like one bowl. It's going to be like, like cereal. But that's the sort of thing is the predator at fault for being hungry? Well, technically not. It's the liar that you can't trust. But this is the sort of slippy bit. It's like, we don't hate vampires. Vampires eat. They have to. We don't hate wolves. It's weird to think that he slips in this sort of nice guy door, and it goes to show you that we're so starved for the thing we want that we don't know what to do about it when we get the smallest taste. It's like, here you go. You want this? Just a little bit. Boop. you're done. You're done. You do whatever. Because that's what you wanted. So it's the sort of fallacy of what you want can ultimately be the very thing you didn't want. The very thing that was too much, too far. Beware what you wish for all over again. Remember, that lesson is never be careful. You are not the exception to the rule. It is beware what you wish for. The thing you wish for will come back to bite you in the ass. You are not the exception. The rule will be justiced. You will feel its sting. Ouch. Beware. The bee has a sharp bit. And I think this movie perfectly explores the sort of daily brutality we sort of go through, though. It's how do we find one another in this tangled mess of a world versus how do you know who's safe versus staying where you're supposed to be versus, well, did I make a mistake versus bad people are doing bad things all across the world. I mean, the sheer, like, ordering food in the mail. I do that. I get special stuff sent to me because I've got problems and I have to have, like, groceries sent to me. So, like, my daily, like, meats and stuff I have sent to me. So, like, hopefully I'm not eating some of Michelle or Rhonda or Janine. But you don't know what it is. You never would know. You believe what's on the package. Because that's the type of society we live in. We have to. If you don't believe what's on the package, who knows how long that's even been in existence? You didn't grow it. Our society's this weird amalgamation now of a system of trust systems, a network of trust systems that we no longer trust anymore. You know? I don't know. Maybe that's too heavy for the date night episode. Maybe you do something fun like Nightmare Before Christmas or The Crow. Yeah, nothing says date night like The Crow. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this review. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, Dungeon Dwellers. Thanks for being here in the end, because you are, as after all, my Dungeon Dwellers, if you're here with me in the end. Thank you for journeying with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. But until our next journeys, I don't know, maybe start doomsday prepping now. Maybe they were the smart ones.